Hello my strong friends. I never do videos about what I eat. I guess I used to do like full day of eatings, but today I'm gonna show you 5 ideas. I think I have 5 ideas on maybe high protein snacks that aren't just like you can eat a steak all the time, but it's for people who maybe like sweets. Like me, I have a definite sweet tooth, so this video might be helpful if you're someone who definitely likes snacks and has a hard time hitting protein in general. Maybe there are vegan or vegetarian options for a lot of these. I will be using whey protein for everything, but yeah, if you're someone like me, if you're just looking for high protein snacks or recipes, or you're interested in learning what I like to use, this video might be helpful for you. So come with me, I'll show you what I've been eating. It's a lot. Keegan, get out of my shop. Okay, first I'm going to make, here are my ingredients for my first bowl. I'm gonna attempt to, okay. Usually I make smoothies that have frozen berries in them, but today I'm gonna try something with frozen mango. I don't know why, I just don't want my smoothie bowl today to be purple. It's a weird thing, I know. So I'm gonna attempt to make this green or whatever color it turns out to be so I feel more healthy. But basically, main ingredients, I'm gonna use this My Protein Active Women Diet Blend. They sent me a few samples of these and I'm gonna try this toasted marshmallow, mostly because our other My Protein is only chocolate. So I want this to be not dark, I want it to be green. So in this, there are 21 grams of protein. And I'm gonna also use some mango. I'm gonna add some creatine because I haven't had my creatine for today. And some spinach, celery, and cucumber. So let's see what we can do. Here you can see all my greens. I got 2 stalks of celery, about a handful of spinach, and probably about this much cucumber. You can tell my measurement is really precise. I didn't record any of the green I didn't measure any of the green vegetables because I feel like I have better things to do with my time. But I will measure these just because they're much more dense and higher in carb. So there's 24 grams of carbs per serving. I'm just gonna do 1 serving, make it easy, 100 calories, 140 grams. And I'm not gonna measure this either because it's 25 calories per serving, so. I'm not dieting really hard right now, so I don't need to. Oh yeah! I want to see how it tastes before I add any more fruit or anything. I have sweet fruit, but let's see. Please, Lord Jesus, tastes good. It's a little too earthy right now. Thank you. So, to make your smoothie more thick, you can add a banana, you can also add avocado, but avocados are more expensive, so I'm not gonna do that.
How are you opening that thing? You are...
That's not how you open a banana. I want mine to be that thickness. Ow. Because I'm gonna make a smoothie bowl, not a smoothie. So, if you wanted to pass on the banana and just make a smoothie to drink, you are more than welcome to do that, but I like to eat things, not drink them. Okay, I'm gonna pimp this out and carb it up with some stuff to make me look cool on Instagram. And also, because I don't hate myself, I'm adding peanut butter, but you don't have to. I think you could definitely eat the smoothie or drink the smoothie alone, but I like to make it look really pretty, right? So, smoothie bowl for your first My Protein, well, not My Protein, but smoothie bowl for your first high protein snack. I've been eating these the past few days because I just bought that Ninja, so I might as well use it. But this is really good. I think next time I'll probably add 2 packets so that instead of having only 20 grams of protein, I have 40, or 21 grams of protein, I have 42. I think that's a better option, and it probably could have used more thickness with the powder. So, first recipe, done. So it's the next day, and I wanted to record this because I think I found a better recipe. So what I did was, instead of using the cashew milk and the banana for thickness, I actually just used 1 serving of this Oikos Greek yogurt. And so this has, I think I talked about it yesterday, 4 grams of carbs, 17 grams of protein. So I have 17 grams of protein in here. It is 3.5 fat. So it's the same recipe as yesterday, just replace the banana and the cashew milk with 1 serving of this. It's 175 grams. So I did that, and I used the protein dessert from My Protein Active Women's line, and it is strawberry shortcake flavors. So I found that this is probably a much better option, especially if you're looking for carbs, and I feel like that's a much better option than what I did yesterday. So replace the banana and the milk with just Greek yogurt, and then boom, and then you get a much thicker, hold on, let me take my Instagram picture first. Then you get a much more thick consistency. It's nighttime for me right now, and at night I either eat cottage cheese or casein protein, and I got this casein protein from My Protein. This is chocolate smooth. I'm gonna show you how to make a casein pudding. Literally the easiest thing. All I did was mix 1 scoop of the casein. Casein is a protein that's maybe not so great for post-workout. It's slower digesting, so it's really good for like a nighttime snack. And I have a sweet tooth, so who doesn't like some pudding? All I did was mix 1 scoop of this with a 2% Greek oikos. These macros are amazing on here. It has 3.5 grams of fat to 4 carb and 17 grams of protein for 3/4 of a cup, which is about what I had. All it is, it's really, really thick, so make sure that you add the, mix the 2 really slow and just keep on mixing, and then I just pop this in the refrigerator for like 20 minutes. And added some coconut, cause I'm bougie like that. That's real good. It's actually, if you ever had those yogurt whips, it's like a whippy. It's whippy and fluffy. Okay, hi again. So it is the next day, and I'm actually going to make my breakfast for the morning. I am going to make protein waffles. This is something that I used to make all the time when I was dieting, and a lot of times you'll hear people say like, oh, why don't you just have regular waffles and then have a protein shake with it? Which I can understand that argument, but when you are dieting and counting macros, let's say, it is important to like do some poverty diet voodoo, because that stuff can be really hard. I think usually when I hear people say that, they're like a 200-pound male, which yes, if you're a 200-pound male and you're dieting, you probably can have a whey protein shake and then have pancakes or then have waffles. But when you're a smaller woman, or you're just working with a lot less calories, or maybe you just want to get froyo later on in the day, like, do you, man, you know, like, don't be a hater on someone else's diet just because I'm trying to hack waffles, bro. Obviously, everything that I'm making, well, I would say aside from like the smoothies, I don't think the smoothies taste any different without the protein, but obviously like a protein waffle compared to a regular waffle taste-wise, it's gonna be a little bit different. The carbs just taste good when they're alone, but I'm going to show you how I've always made this, and yeah, protein waffles. Oh, and sidebar, if you don't have a waffle maker, they are really cheap. They're like $20. I'll put a link below to like a $20 one on Amazon, but they're really cheap. And if you are dieting, I would suggest going with a waffle maker over like trying to make protein pancakes. They never work. Like, making protein pancakes is probably the hardest thing one can do while dieting. These are my ingredients here. I'm just using My Protein whey. This flavor is chocolate fudge. I have a banana, 1 egg. I'm gonna add a little bit of yogurt, and then I have just creamy cashew silk milk. Boom. 1 waffle. 2 waffle. Not the prettiest thing I've ever seen, but packed with protein. I actually had to add a 2nd scoop because the mixture was a little too runny. So yeah, extra protein. There's about 42 grams protein in this. Boom, shakalaka.
Not in those two, because there's
Not
only-
in these two. I find that they do make like several batches of waffles. So here's my waffles. Boom. So you can get all your bro waffle needs at My Protein.
Sugar-free, fat-free.
Yeah, of course. Okay, now for anyone who's watching me put stuff in blenders and cook things and cut a lot of stuff up, and if you're lazy, which is how I usually am, maybe not so much lazy, but just have better things to do than create like some gourmet protein snack. There are, of course, many options for you. I used to be in love with Quest bars. I still think they're pretty good. The fiber count sometimes doesn't sit well with me anymore, but I did find these Kirkland kind of Quest bar knockoffs at Costco. It was about, and we bought this in Canada, so it was about $24 Canadian for 20 bars. And so that's obviously like much cheaper than Quest bars. But my favorite protein go-to, of course, is, let me look into my goodie bag here. As you guys probably already know, the My Protein cookie. This thing, so if you were to eat a Quest bar, it's about 24 grams of carbs, let me double check this. And this is a knockoff Quest bar. I don't know if it's exactly, the macros are pretty close, but, so this would be 23 grams of carbs, 7 grams of fat, 21 grams of protein. If you're dieting, that has the potential to knock out some things, whereas it may make sense to just have a protein shake if you wanna save some carbs for later. The My Protein cookie actually has 37.5 grams of protein. So I used to eat these in the morning and that would just knock out a ton of protein when I was like only counting macros. The other macros are 20 grams of carb, 10 grams of fat. So really similar to the macro breakdown in the Quest bar or knockoff Quest bar, but 37.5 grams of protein versus like 23. So I find that these are super helpful. If you're just getting into things and having a hard time just getting protein, I recommend you to buy these. I can't speak anymore. Wait, I can't speak.
Sorry, you couldn't speak more highly of them?
I couldn't speak more highly of them? Is that what I want to say? Yeah, these are great, I think, especially for beginners or people just getting into counting macros. But keep in mind that there is nearly 40 grams of protein in here, so regardless of what you're eating, it's not gonna taste like a cookie. You know, you're not going to freaking Subway and getting a cookie. This is not what this is, but it is a great diet substitute, I find, and it is just a great supplement to have, especially if you're on the go all the time, which I usually am. I usually take an entire like case of these on trips. My Protein also has a couple of different food options. They definitely have the sugar-free syrup that I showed you earlier today. They also have beef jerky options that are great, and you can also get protein brownies. These tend to be a little higher in carbs, and they also have skinny cookie options as well. So these are just like kind of like half of the My Protein cookie. So I find I like to eat my protein rather than just drink it. That's usually why I make snacks like the ones that I've showed you guys in this video. I hope this is helpful for some of you, and you know, like getting your protein is always great to do with whole foods and actual real food. It's always important to maintain your health. As you saw when I made the smoothies and everything, I was packing as many vegetables as I could in there. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any recipes, leave them down below so I can check them out. And let me know if you like this video by hitting it with a like. And of course, if you guys want to sign up for the BFF list, you can get emails straight from me. I have nutrition tips, recipes like this, workout plans, any new information on where I'll be or what I'm doing, or any new stuff that's going on with Strong Strong Friends. You can always be the first to know by signing up for the BFF list. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.